Welcome everyone to our Board of Education regular meeting on February 20th, 2018. It's currently 6:02 p.m. I'd like to call this meeting to order. If you could please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Berlingo, roll call, please. Here. Finalization of agenda. Approval of minutes. It is recommended the Board of Education approve the video transcribed meeting minutes for January 16, 2018. Further, it is recommended that a written summary of the special organizational tax budget and regular minutes for the meetings on January 3rd, January 24th, January 30th, January 31st, and January 16th be approved. Moved by Mrs. Spear, seconded by Mr. Vaca. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Buren? Vaca? Yes. Yes. Mrs. Saxon? Yes. Ms. McCarthy?
Yes. That takes us to staff, student, and community recognition. Dr. Hall.
Thank you, President. We will start with our February students of the month, and we will start with preschool. Mrs. James.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mrs. Vance. I'm the building principal for the preschool and kindergarten building here. And I have the pleasure tonight of introducing our students of the month. I was going to start with preschool first. From our preschool, we have Ben Stack. And Ben, can you wave your hand? All right. Oh, you get applause and everything. Okay. And Ben's teacher is Miss Mercado, who is we have the pleasure of having up here tonight. Thank you so much. Ms. Mercado says that Ben has made so much progress this year, both socially and with his communication skills. He has shown improvement in participating more throughout the day, and he is raising his hand and making comments, answering questions, and sharing his experiences. Ben is interacting more with peers in conversations and in play. We are so proud of Ben. Congratulations. Our next student of the month is from our kindergarten and from Mrs. Ponting's class. And thank you, Mrs. Ponting, for being here tonight. And this is Landon Schieferstein. And Landon, you're not smiling, are you? Oh, okay. He's always smiling. And Mrs. Ponting says that Landon is such a joy to have in her kindergarten class. There are so many positive qualities to say about him. He comes to school every day to learn, ready to learn, and with a smile. She has never had to talk to him about behavior, as he is always making good choices in all the areas every day. He is a very intelligent boy who helps others and is teacher. He will do anything when asked and is a wonderful role model and influence on others. I need Landon at my house. Landon, thank you for being such an awesome student. Congratulations to Landon. Next we have Mr. Efron from Liberty.
Hello everyone, my name is Mitch Heffern. I'm the principal of Liberty, and I have to introduce to you is Addison Peppers. She is a student month from 6th grade and was nominated by Mrs. Eichen. Addison always goes above and beyond the call of duty in the classroom. She's always willing to help other students when they're in need. She is kind, thoughtful, and hardworking. Keep up the great work, Addison, because you are the definition of Ranger Strong. Excellent job, Addison. Oh, hold on, Addison. Got a couple more things to say here. I just wanted to give a special shout out to the family because I know that they're missing cheer tonight. And so we appreciate you missing that because I know how much you love it. So thank you very much. Our second student of the month was not able to make it today because he has the flu, which has been going around. But his name is Quinn Uslin. And Quinn, it was nominated by Jeff Ditzler. And here's what he has to say about it. Quinn has made such a great effort this year and has made tremendous academic growth in the classroom. He also never fails to lend a hand to his classmates. He's always willing to help me out, put away materials, and to organize the learning centers when I ask. Great job and way to be Ranger strong, Quinn. Thank you. I'd like to introduce Greg Plantner, the principal of NRAC.
Good evening, everybody. As Mr. Efron said, my name is Greg Plantner. I'm the principal of the elementary school here for 3rd and 4th grade at the North Ridgeville Academic Center, and I am honored this evening to recognize 2 of our wonderful students, one of our 3rd graders and one of our 4th graders as our Students of the Month. We're going to start today with Lucas Hendershot. This is Lucas here. He is from our Purple Studio, and the teachers in that studio are Mrs. Clapham, Mrs. Johnson, Mrs. Clemens, Mrs. Rosetto, Mrs. Rattari, and Mrs. Ty. A lot of teachers in there to support all of those students, and this is what they have to say about Lucas. They say, Lucas has been chosen as our Student of the Month for teamwork. Lucas is a student we can always count on to help his classmates whenever needed. He comes to school with a positive attitude and an eagerness to learn. Lucas enjoys being a leader in small groups and helps the other students to complete their work with an encouraging word and a kind heart. Lucas shows he is a team player during group work and is a wonderful example of responsibility as a 3rd grader. We are so proud of you, Lucas. Congratulations, Lucas. And our other student of the month over here, this is Luke Westover. Luke is from our Green Studio. The teachers in there are Mrs. Diedrich, Mrs. Harnish, Mrs. Januzzi, and Mrs. Kajawa, and this is what they have to say about Luke. The Green Studio has nominated Luke Westover as a Student of the Month for his demonstration of teamwork. Luke encourages other students to keep on trying. He has a never-give-up attitude. Often, students in our studio must work together in a variety of situations, and Luke always makes his teammates feel like a valuable part of the group. His communication skills are important in teamwork, as Luke is quiet and kind, never loud and disruptive with a group. With Luke, all opinions will be heard, and all are treated fairly. Everyone feels welcome around Luke as he makes students feel knowledgeable and comfortable in his presence, which is why he is nominated as our Student of the Month. Congratulations, Luke. Before I introduce Mrs. Armbruster, I'd just like to point out the fact that we do have a tremendous number of students in our district. There's over 300 students in each one of our grades. And so for these students to be up here and be nominated as the one student from that large class is really significant, and they should be very proud. Mrs. Armbruster.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Plantner. I am very proud and very excited to introduce to you 2 awesome students from 5th grade. I'm going to start with Brett. Brett, can you raise your hand so everybody knows who you are? Okay, Brett Leonard. Brett Leonard is a student who exemplifies many character traits, many very positive character traits, one of them being teamwork. All year, Brett has worked well with his peers and his teachers. On numerous occasions, we have witnessed Brett lend a helping hand or a kind word to those who may be struggling or down. All year, Brett has raced to be the first one in the classroom to help his teacher and his fellow classmates clean the tables and unstack the chairs. He understands the importance that teamwork plays in being successful in the classroom, and he gets great joy out of working with the people around him. While these things may be small to him, it is important to us that Brett knows his hard work does not go unnoticed. Brett is truly, truly Ranger strong. And that is from Team Blue here in 5th grade at the Academic Center. Congratulations, Brett. And our second student of the month is Mitchell Stewart from Team Purple. Team Purple, a bunch of his teachers are back there. Mitchell is our 5th grade Purple Studio. He is a conscientious student who diligently attends to his academic responsibilities both in and out of school. He is a model student and picks up new concepts quickly. Mitchell is also accepting of all types of learners in our studio. He is willing to help his peers, and he shows patience when he's doing so. As an imaginative student, Mitchell attacks challenges with enthusiasm and creativity. An example of this would be when Mitchell and another classmate created a stop-motion Lego presentation for our Start With Hello project, which highlighted the importance of recognizing social isolation. Mitchell is a pleasure to teach, and he truly represents what it means to be Ranger strong. Why don't you wave for everybody, Mitchell? Thank you. And I will second what Mr. Plantner said. These two students are awesome students, and we just have such a great, the students in our district are amazing, and we are so proud to have all of them here. We can only recognize a couple, but these two are very well deserving of their honor tonight. Thank you both for doing what you do every day. And now I'd like to introduce Ms. Durkin from the High Tech Academy.
I'm very happy to be here tonight. I'm at Ranger High Tech Academy. I'm the principal over there, and that's our STEM school in the district. And I have two students of the month that have been nominated for February. So our first student is Paxton Hill. He is in 4th grade, and he was nominated by Coach Detmar. And Coach Detmar has to say, Paxton is an exemplary example of Ranger Strong shown through teamwork. No matter who is in his collaborative teams, Paxton displays leadership, support, positive energy, and hard work. He regularly goes beyond participant and cooperation by being a good listener to other ideas, demonstrating compromise, and bringing a team together for success. So good job, Paxton. That's pretty impressive. Our second student of the month is Lily Stefano, and Lily is a 7th grader. She was nominated by Coach Woike, and Coach Woike said, I would like to recognize Lily Stefano for February Student of the Month in the area of teamwork. Lily is a 7th grade student at Ranger High Tech Academy. Lily is an exemplary example of teamwork in many ways. At Ranger High Tech Academy, students frequently collaborate in various groups to tackle a task. Within these groups, they must adapt to different roles and responsibilities. Lily is always quick to understand her role in a team and support others in their roles. She is always willing to work with others and able to work with students of all different styles and personalities. She is always encouraging to others and works to keep her group on task and moving forward. Lily is a natural leader and treats others with compassion. Lily is always consistent in her effort and citizenship. She attacks all tasks with a positive attitude and a positive growth mindset. And Coach Woike said she is very proud of Lily and her contributions to our 7th grade classroom. And thank you, Lily. I'm very proud of you as well. Let's give you a round of applause. And congratulations to both of these students. I would also like to introduce Mrs. Peck, who is the middle school principal at the Academic Center here.
Good evening, everyone. As Ms. Durkin said, my name is Mrs. Peck, and I'm honored to be the principal of North Ridgeville Middle School Academic Center. North Ridgeville Academic Center Middle School. It's a mouthful. The 7th grade Purple team, including Mrs. Bellamy, Ms. Ciappelletti, Mrs. O'Donnell, Mrs. Scott, Mrs. Hopkins, and Mrs. Romano, are honored to have Lainey Romancic in their studio. Lainey is an extremely bright, hard-working young lady who is always willing to lend a helping hand. She brings a smile everywhere, and she brightens everyone's day. Not only is she a productive member of the Purple Studio, she is also an outstanding student athlete with great leadership style. Lainey is very aware of others around her and makes every effort to be empathetic toward their feelings. Her hard work and determination will take her far in life. Keep up the great work, Lainey. We are all very proud of your accomplishments, and we look forward to your continued success as you embrace what it means to be Ranger Strong. Congratulations. So, not to steal Mr. Zendri's thunder, however, Lainey's sister, Maddie, is going to be recognized tonight as well as the Student of the Month, and that was not planned at all. So clearly, you are doing something right, Mom and Dad. The 7th grade Yellow Studio is proud to nominate Andrew Harris as the February Student of the Month. Mrs. Black, Mr. DeMarco, Mr. Belpalzi, Miss Kelly, and Mrs. Robeson shared that Andrew shows great work ethic on a regular basis. He takes initiative and puts forth extra time to understand difficult concepts. His kindness is immeasurable, always putting others before himself. He is the first one to say good morning, ask how your day is going, and offer to help in any way possible. He exhibits all characteristics of Ranger Strong every day. Andrew sets a wonderful example for not only his classmates, but for all students at NRAC. Congratulations, Andrew. And I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Zendri, Principal of North Ridgeville High School.
Good evening. Before we get started, I wanted to take 1 second. All of these students that have been selected as Students of the Month will receive a gift certificate for a free t-shirt from Bullfrog Custom T-shirts. So we'd like to thank them and appreciate their continued support of the Student of the Month every month. I'm going to introduce 2 Students of the Month. Maddie Romancic, as you have heard, her sister was also Student of the Month. Maddie's a 9th grader and was nominated by Miss Schroeder. She's immediately to my right. Miss Schroeder is her science teacher. She said, Maddie is an incredible student to have in class every day. Her love for science is refreshing and something I wish I saw more often in the classroom. Maddie is hardworking, always going above and beyond my expectations. She is kind and quiet, she is a kind, quiet, but reliable leader for her classmates. Maddie's excited to try honors coursework, where I know her positive attitude and strong work ethic will make her incredibly successful. I can't wait to see where Maddie's next 3 years at NRHS takes her. Talking to Maddie a little bit, her favorite classes are math and science. When she grows up, she'd like to be a math teacher. And outside of school, she's very involved in dance and is on her way there after today's meeting, correct? Our second Student of the Month is Lily Camp. Lily's a 10th grader and nominated by Miss Smith, her English teacher. Miss Smith wrote, Lily has done really well in class and gives her best effort. She consistently keeps up with her homework and does her work. When she needs extra help, she's not afraid to ask, and she's not afraid to participate in class. She always tries, which is the largest portion of obtaining a good education. She's also very involved in sports and is busy, but seems to accomplish most of her tasks. I don't know why it's not all of her tasks, but most of her tasks. She is a caring friend and has talked to me about important issues when she feels someone is at risk or she is concerned about someone's well-being. I appreciate Lily's friendly nature, academic achievements, and all-around good personality. She will go far in life if she continues down this path. When she grows up, Lily would like to be a nurse anesthetist. Her favorite class is also math, and at North Ridgeville High School, she's involved on the soccer team, and outside of school, she plays club soccer and just started a job working at ACES. So congratulations, Lily and Maddie.
Okay, but we have one other student we're going to recognize tonight that's outside the typical Students of the Month. We're going to let Ms. Kovacs and Mrs. Baines introduce the student.
pleasure. And I'm actually going to let Mrs. Munson do some introductions. We were very fortunate to have something very special donated to our preschool program, so I'm actually going to turn it over to Mrs. Munson to speak.
Good evening. I'm Mrs. Munson from the Early Childhood Learning Center. I'm one of the intervention specialists. And at the preschool level, we had a need that we needed a storage bin that provided access to our preschoolers to use different manipulatives, the toys, and so forth, but also a time that we can actually close it and off limits for less distractions. At that time, Mason came and he said he could build it for us, which he did, and it's a fabulous piece of furniture and will really help our students have access to the materials that they need, but also we can close it and less distractions for the things that we really want them to work on. Mason, thank you so much. He did this project as part of his Eagle Scout, and we continue to wish you lots of luck towards that Eagle Scout reward.
At this time, I want to thank all of the staff who took an opportunity to recognize these wonderful students. And on behalf of the Board of Education and the administration, please know that we are so very proud of each and every one of you. I want to thank our administrators, our principals of our schools for being here every month to recognize their students. And I know they take special pride in doing that, so thank you for being here. At this time, it's my pleasure, and I want to thank everyone who's been involved in the search process for our next superintendent. This extensive search started back in October with hiring a search firm and creating a district profile through surveys that we gathered information from staff and community members. Went on through interviews and narrowing people down, so forth and so on. And we are very lucky and very pleased that we have selected an outstanding candidate to serve our district and to serve our children as the next superintendent of North Ridgeville City Schools. So at this time, if you would please help me welcome Mrs. Roxanne Ramsey-Casario.
Good evening, and thank you all for being here. I want to first start off by thanking this entire community for believing in me to be the next superintendent of North Ridgeville Schools. I feel incredibly blessed. I also want to thank the Board of Education and all the administration for their support in offering me this opportunity. It truly has been an honor to meet with each of the stakeholder groups throughout the search process. And I have been so impressed with all of the conversations that I've had and look forward to many more. I look forward to immersing myself in the schools and throughout the community to learn about the priorities of our district and how I can support this vibrant and growing city. North Ridgeville has been fortunate to be under the leadership of Dr. Jim Powell, and I appreciate all he has done to help me feel like a welcome member of this team. I know his shoes will be big to fill, and I am thankful for the guidance that he's provided. I look forward to building relationships and collaborating with our staff in the next few months as we look to grow in the learning community of North Ridgeville. Together, we will be the team in place that truly makes North Ridgeville the best place to grow and learn. Finally, I want to thank my family who is here to support me tonight in the back, my husband Michael, my daughter Miabella, and my son Michael. Without them, I could not be here today. Their support and love means the world to me, and they inspire how I lead and make decisions that ultimately support kids and why we do what we do each and every single day. Thank you very much, and I look forward to meeting you all.
At this time, we would like to take an intermission so that, and have a little reception, so that Mrs. Ramsey-Casario can meet all of you, and you can meet her, and introduce her family. And plus we need to do photo opportunities with all of our students of the month. So we'll break for intermission. Thank you. If anyone would like to speak about something that is on the agenda, you can approach the podium, sign in with your name and address. All right, seeing none. We'll move to committee report, the policy committee.
Thank you, Madam President. Let me get where I think I'm in the right spot. So we'll start with our policy committee report on the North Ridgeville Board of Education core values, vision, and missions, and their guiding principles, as they have been working with a consultant group to outline those and done an outstanding job. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the North Ridgeville City Schools Board of Education core values, vision, mission, guiding principles, and commitment as presented below.
Moved by Mrs. Tamira, seconded by Ms. Yancey. Is there any discussion?
Use this microphone. So just to update the board that Mrs. McCarthy and I, as we sit on the policy committee, met with Dr. Powell roughly 2 weeks ago to go over this with him. So you'll notice some wording changes that we felt would better align just with where we're headed and to not confuse our stakeholders with the district vision and mission, so that it's really clear that this is for the Board of Education. So we renamed it the North Ridgeville City Schools Guiding Principles versus the vision, and then we listed the North Ridgeville City Schools Board of Education commitment and changing the wording from mission. So there were just those two slight changes before you vote on approving this tonight, but everything else, all of the content that we worked on does remain the same. But that will, again, like I said, just avoid any confusion as the district's working on that vision and mission statement. This will be separate.
So the district leadership team and the building leadership teams will be working on the vision and mission statements for the district to guide really the instructional programs and processes throughout the district. So it's a little different than the board principles, because those guide your decision making. And while the district is working on this a little bit, they'll have several components to that, starting with an instructional framework. There's a literacy framework that will guide instruction, and then component that will have math, science, social studies, and some other parts to it. So it will be pretty comprehensive when we're finished, and it will be a good guiding document for our district.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please. Yes. Finance committee?
That moves us to the Finance Committee. We'll start with number one there, items, construction change order. It's recommended that the Board of Education approve the ICON change order for in the amount of $192,403 for improvements to the early childhood learning community, sanitary line inspection, natural gas isolation. You can read the rest of those. The word improvements is a little misleading, as the change orders are all not always enhancements or improvements. They're actually things that they run into as they're doing work that they need to compensate for. So I wanted to point that out. So these are for, as you probably remember, we had to spend some time isolating the natural gas and finding those lines at the project.
Moved by Mr. Vaca, seconded by Ms. Saxon.
This one also includes, as we got into the project, we realized that the technology, the wiring for all the technology in the building was a bit of a mess, as it had been added to over time. And the wiring closet was in bad shape, so we had to change all the wiring in the building for technology and move the wiring closet to a different place, be isolated, and some other things like that. Again, not improvements, but things that needed to be done to get this project right in.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Conklin. Yes. Ms. Saxon.
Yes.
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 That takes us to number 2. This is another change order for the early childhood learning community. This change order is for the improvements to complete the furniture. Again, improvements is not doesn't describe it as enhancing or improving. It's when we got our GMP, it didn't include the furniture bidding. So we added that later, and that's why we see a change order at this time.
Moved by Mrs. Tamira, seconded by Mr. Vaca. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Tamira. Mr. Conklin. Yes.
Yes.
Ms. Saxon.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. That takes us to the superintendent's report. It's recommended that the Board of Education approve the consent agenda resolution as presented below, and I'll quickly go through those items. The employment recommendations for certified substitutes, recommend that the Board of Education approve the certified subs as listed below. Supplemental contracts, recommended that the Board of Education award a supplemental contract to the individuals listed below. Supplemental resolution to appoint non-certified, non-licensed individuals to supplemental teaching positions, so it's recommended that the Board of Education approve those, and there are 5 of those on page 8. Bottom of page 8, this is a recommendation to approve our support staff substitute appointments listed below. And by the way, we're excited to find healthcare associates as substitutes because we have struggled with that in the past. And so this is pretty exciting to have those. Takes us over to page 9, adjustments. Certified staff, it is recommended that the Board of Education approve the certified staff adjustments listed below. There are 3 of those. Support staff, it's recommended that the Board of Education accept the support staff adjustments listed below. And that runs, just a note on this, these are for the changes in our negotiated agreement that we just finished. So those are, for example, changing C's to B and so forth in certain areas. So you'll see those listed there. That's all per the negotiated agreement with our non-certified staff. That takes us over to the middle page 12. Supplemental contract, it's recommended that the Board of Education approve the supplemental contract adjustments that is listed below. And that's so that person can share the gaming club advisor at the high school. Number 3, leaves of absence. Certified staff, it is recommended that the Board of Education approve the certified staff leave of absences listed below. There are 2 of those. Resignations, certified substitutes, recommended that the Board of Education accept the certified sub resignation listed below. Takes us over to page 13, supplemental contract. It is recommended that the Board of Education accept the supplemental contract resignations listed below. C, support staff substitutes. It's recommended that the Board of Education accept the support staff substitute resignations listed below. That takes us to 5, reimbursements in lieu of transportation. It's recommended that the Board of Education adopt the resolution for reimbursement in lieu of transportation as listed below. And you'll see that's 1 student to Montessori Children's School in West. 6, reassignment of equipment. It's recommended that the Board of Education reassign the following obsolete and unusable equipment to an idle capacity. The equipment will be used for spare parts, may be resold or removed or disposed of.
Moved by Mr. Vaca, seconded by Mrs. Tamira. Is there any discussion?
Some auxiliary schools will go through kindergarten, first grade, some that go up through.
Any other discussion?
Yes, yes. So some of those are shared positions, you'll see the percentage. And off the top of my head, I don't know which one's which. So some of those will be one position that's shared with 3 people. But there would be an elementary. Does that make sense?
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Baca? Yes. Mr. Buren? Yes. Mrs. Saxon?
Yes.
Mrs. Carter?
Yes.
In the middle of page 15, establish order of business. We adjusted this, changed some things a little bit from our January meeting. So it's recommended that the Board of Education approve the establish the order of business. The adjustment will be old business and new business. We'll go under additional business, not under the treasurer's report or regular meeting report.
Moved by Ms. Saxon, seconded by Mrs. Tamira. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Saxon?
Yes.
Mr. Buren? Yes. Mr. Baca? Yes. Mrs. Carter?
Yes.
Takes us over to page 16, employment. Support staff is recommended that the Board of Education approve the support staff appointment as listed below. And I'll note that this is a replacement position and we're excited to have found another bus driver.
Moved by Mr. Vaca, seconded by Ms. Yancey. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Baca? Yes. Mrs. Saxon? Yes. Mr. Buren? Mrs. Carter?
Yes.
C, agreements. It's recommended that the Board of Education enter into contract agreements with the following. One is Kids Behavioral Center. That's for consultation services for one of our students with autism. And then ADA outreach services for some of our students with special needs. I also note that the board sees these agreements beforehand. We typically go over those at the work session, so they have read, looked at those, and have knowledge of these before they come to a meeting like this and vote on it. So,
Moved by Mrs. Tamira, seconded by Mr. Vaca. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Buren? Mr. Baca? Yes. Mrs. Saxon?
Yes.
Mrs. Carter?
Yes.
page 17, we have memorandum of understanding for several colleges that we work with College Credit Plus with, and you'll see those listed there. This is becoming more and more work with many different colleges, so you'll see the 3 of those colleges that we have an understanding with College Credit Plus, Kent State, Kenyon, and Moran Community College. So it's recommended that the Board of Education approve the memorandums of understanding with the following.
Moved by Ms. Saxon, seconded by Mr. Vaca. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Saxon? Yes. Mr. Baca? Yes. Mr. Buren? Mrs. Carter?
Yes.
Acceptance of gifts is recommended that the Board of Education accept the following gifts with much appreciation. First one, $150 donated by Mrs. Erin Keatley to the North Ridgeville Early Childhood Learning Community for the negative bounce lunch accounts for kindergarten students. So Number 2, more than 100 sets of hats and gloves valued at $300 donated by Tammy Kolesky to the North Ridgeville City Schools District to be used for any student in need of hats and gloves. 3, 2 computer monitors, 2 keyboards, and 2 CPUs, and 1 set of speakers, 1 mouse, and 1 external hard drive. Estimated value at $150, donated by Maria Sitch to the North Ridgeville School District to be used wherever needed. And the final one, $750 donated by North Ridgeville High School alumni to the North Ridgeville High School Library to be used as needed. Total donations received for the 2016-17 school year, $47,721.47. The total donations received for the 17-18 school year, $24,657.41. And I would just like to say that these are much appreciated. We appreciate our community for making such donations and being so generous.
Moved by Mrs. Tamira, second by Ms. Hanson. Any discussion? Roll call, please. Yes.
And Madam President, that concludes the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Dr. Hall. Mr. Rolando, treasurer's report.
The first item is the financial report.
Moved by Mr. Vaca, second by Ms. Saxon. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Baca, yes. Saxon.
Yes.
Second is an agreement with Square and Bond.
Moved by Mrs. Tamira, second by Mr. Vaca. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please. Yes. Seeing no old business or new business, that takes us to, sorry. Dr. Hall has something he'd like to mention under new business.
So, under new business, I'd like to talk a little bit about safety and in light of the current happenings in Florida and also just not far from here in Ohio today. The district, we have worked really hard on the safety of our district. We'll continue to work on that. When this, what happened in Parkland, Florida happened last week, the next day, this weighs on the mind of everyone in the district. Parents, students are fearful, and we have to reassure them and provide them a safe environment, and that's really critical in order for them to come to school and safely learn. So the day after that happened, Mr. Younger and Mr. Britt and I walked around buildings. We met at the high school and talked with Mr. Liberty. We identified several areas that we think we can really improve and make things better. Some of those deal with professional development for our staff, and we can do a better job of that. Others deal with changes to facilities, some deal with procedures, some deal with practices that are occurring in our buildings, and we think we can make things better. Will we be able to eliminate the threat altogether? Probably not, but we can make things better. So we're committed to that, and I just want the community to know that as well. One of the things I'll be doing to the board, with the board, is making some recommendations that I think will help improve those conditions. I know that they'll be supportive of those because their concern is the same. And be honest with you, there were a few days I was just kind of sad and felt extremely sad for communities of education across the nation after the last week. And I appreciate our community. I will tell you, I had parents call and tell me they want to come and stand out in front of the school and protect our kids. It says, tells you a lot about our community. I think it just kind of calls the kind of email that I had last week. So I want to say to our community, I appreciate them for that. And our staff working very hard every day because they have to work with eyes open and be constantly aware of what the students are saying, what's going on around them, access to certain parts of the school, where they might go, what they might do. It weighs on all of our educators a great deal. And I just want to say thank you for that, the professionalism of our staff here in this district. So thank you. Just wanted to, again, reassure our community that we do take this seriously. We do work hard to make sure that all of our staff members, from our bus drivers, custodians, to our teachers and administrators. So again, thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Powell. I did also want to piggyback on that just a little bit with appreciation to our staff and our students and our community members who have reached out to us through email and phone calls with very thoughtful messages, very well thought out ideas of things that they see that we can do to improve safety for our students and our staff. And we are looking at those, and we appreciate that, and we appreciate their willingness to lend their expertise in areas that they have expertise in. So it's a difficult time to be an educator in our country, and it's undoubtedly a hard job. Anything else for hearing on public on new items? If anyone would like to speak about something that is not on the agenda, now is your opportunity to do so. See none? It is recommended the Board of Education enter into executive session to review emergency response protocols for the districts. Moved by Mrs. Tamira, seconded by Mr. Vaca. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Tamira?
Yes. Yes. Thank you everyone for coming out tonight. I hope you have a good evening.